Bhakti shatak, 100 couplets on devotion. Introduction. Three things are essential for attaining our ultimate aim of divine bliss and God realization. First is the human body. In this human form, we can work towards our goal and practice the spiritual discipline necessary for God realization. This is not possible in any other's body. The third verse of the Viveka Chudamani states, there are three things which are rare indeed and are due to the grace of God, namely a human birth, the longing for liberation, and the protecting care of a perfected sage. Why is human birth so rare? It has the right mixture of joy and sorrow. Others have either continuous anxiety or insecurity of existence. Examples, animals, birds, or as in the case of devatas, only enjoyment, but no growth. In other births, the purpose is bhoga alone, enjoyment. One cannot work towards the betterment of one's evolution. In the human birth, there is sufficient sorrow to give him dissipation and sufficient joy to give him hope. The verse goes on to describe the rarity of yet further condition of good fortune in being led to the spiritual purpose of life, which is extremely rare indeed. Thus, the hundreds of crores of lives lived intelligently is not an exaggeration. The terms here are Manushyattvam, the human birth, Mumukshatvam, earning for God, and Mahapurusha Samsraya, the grace of a great being. Yet, though we received this human body in innumerable past lives, we didn't reach our goal. The human form caused us more harm than good. Why was this harm caused? It was because in this life form, we are born to suffer or enjoy the fruit of our every action. This is not true for other kinds of life forms. They are called bhoga yoni, which means that in them we only reap the consequences of our accumulated past karmas for deeds, but cannot add to them through our present actions. However, the human form has both bhoga and karma, which means that we suffer or enjoy the consequences of our past karmas and add to them through our present actions. This human form is provided with a superior faculty of knowledge. If this knowledge is not applied in the right direction, it turns with great speed in the wrong direction. Human beings can engage in a variety of sins like stealing, telling lies, and troubling others, and with such ability that no dog, cat, or donkey can compete with them. What can a dog steal? To its maximum, it takes an object and runs while we watch its running. But humans have a superior intellect. And so they steal from bank lockers. To commit sins too requires knowledge, just as the performance of good deeds requires knowledge. And the greater the knowledge we possess, the greater our ability to commit sin. So we utilize the superior faculty of knowledge in this human form to commit infinite sins. Also, this human body is the best of all phases of life, and it is the worst of all forms. It is the best because it is in this human form that Tulsi, Mira, Sur, Kabir, Nanak, and Tukaram became great saints. It is the worst because if we do not take the path to God realization, you will be forced to move on the wrong path. Why? It is because you cannot remain without performing actions. your mind will be forced to keep working. According to the Gita chapter 3 verse 5, you cannot remain inactive for even a second. Contemplate upon this.